Okay, this time, actually, welcome back to our podcast with Bigfoot. Unlike the first episode when I said welcome back in first episode.
Welcome back to the second episode after we'd already welcomed you back.
Yeah. So, what would you like to start with? The hot takes from Facebook? Or...
Yeah.
Can I borrow you for a second?
Never mind. We'll be right back.
Me, I live here.
That right there is a video. You know what it is. How can I say that? Am I? If I just take a picture of that and then I type it in, would it go right to it? Well, it's an HTTP YouTube. Oh. I do. As long as I can always get to it. So if I just say that, I can get to it. Yeah, as long as you add it to a playlist. I don't have it.
So it'll take you there. If you sign into your account and you like it, it'll add it to your liking list, or you can just create a playlist separately.
Thank you, sorry about it.
I'm back now. Would you like to start from the top again?
So, welcome back to our podcast with Bigfoot.
Actually, welcome back.
Actually, welcome back, because, the first episode I said welcome back. But
But it was the first episode.
as it turns out, I was wrong about that one.
I was very wrong about it.
Alright, would you like to start with the hot takes from Facebook? Because we just got done recording on our other
Video,
YouTube channel,
yeah.
hot takes, and we did ones from all our friends, but I also made one on my Facebook account. So we could just get random people's opinions.
Yeah.
Or we could talk about the Alabama
Yeah,
white
white
thing.
Now,
Tough choice.
well, I feel like we just did the hot take, so I guess we can finish that.
Alright, let me pull it up.
Just don't mention people by name in it.
Yeah, because we didn't get permission.
And just mention their hot takes.
Alright. So first one I'm going to hit you with is this person's a Rilo stan, and they will not
Like Rey and Kylo Ren.
like Ray and Kylo. Well, I would assume so. That's all he says. They're a Rilo stan. I feel like the romance was forced in the last movie.
Yeah. What is it?
No, dude, that's just it. And they go, you can unfriend me. I understand. And personally, I always,
Do I know this person?
no, definitely not.
No. Okay. I was like, well, because I know some people that would be a Rilo stan. That I know are Rilo stans or Raylo stans or whatever. That's their hot take, is that Raylo is.
It's hot AF. It's the best thing ever, and you should just admit that they should have got married.
Look, whoever you are, if you hear this, you have to accept the fact that it was just a kiss of gratitude.
What, a kiss of gratitude? You ever kiss someone with
It was
gratitude?
not in the novel. That's what it said. It was a kiss of gratitude, if I remember correctly.
Who reads? I don't care what's in the novel.
I know you don't read, but I'm giving you the fucking. I am giving you the context.
What's a kiss of gratitude?
I don't know.
You ever been like, hey, I appreciate you so much, I'm gonna give you a smoochy smooch on the face?
Dude, they just survived almost dying. I don't know.
Yeah, so maybe like a friend hug or...
It was a friend dog and it turned into a kiss. I don't know. I don't really care for the. I'm there to see swords, fucking like laser. I'm gonna get called out for this one, but laser swords fights. You know, like.
They're not lasers, actually.
Okay, look. I know I got on you about this once, but like. I know they're not laser swords. Okay. Sue me.
They're kind of laser swords,
Please don't
being
sue me.
honest.
I don't want to get into it.
My hot take, they're laser swords, and get over it. But ultimately, yeah, I think their romance was forced. I mean, they were enemies literally a movie ago.
Yeah.
They interacted with each other, what, like 3 times? 4 times?
At the end of the first movie. I guess twice at the end of Force Awakens.
Okay.
They had like the three or four talks throughout Last Jedi, like the Vision ones, and then
They're not friendly conversations.
They're not friendly conversations, except there is one where he has his shirt off for some reason.
Hot.
And Ben Swallow.
Mm. That's
bring
the
that new
character
back.
stars.
What else was there? What was the next one? I don't know. They had like there's no interactions between the two of them. Where it was like, yeah, this is a romance. Maybe the scene without the shirt. Maybe that was supposed to be the start of it.
There was no good romances through the entirety of the
Really?
Star Wars series,
How-
and not just that trilogy, any trilogy. There was no good romance.
So you don't think Anakin and Padme was a...
My homie said, "I don't like sand," and they banged. Like, she knew him when he was a kid. That's kind of creepy.
That's the point. But I mean, I guess it was also meant to be a doomed relationship, so it was kind of...
It was doomed. Neither had personality. Anakin had
First
personality.
genocide she excused, the second one she did not.
I'm just saying, it was freaking weird.
I can't think
She
of
knew him as
any-
a kid.
Well, you said trilogies though, so you're not including the show.
None. Nope.
Okay, yeah.
Of all the movies, there's
All the
not like
movies
a
are
well
not.
formed. The Rose and Finn one was so bad they had to scrap the whole Rose character in the third. They had to write her out of the movies.
I can't really think of any other romances in Leia and Han.
Ah shit! You know I'm so stupid. I forgot the actual good one.
What about Luke and Leia before they found out they were siblings?
They're siblings.
I know. That was the joke.
Okay. You know what? I just had a whole dumb rant because obviously the Leia and Han Solo one was a good one.
Can we call the Wampa from episode 5 the Alabama white thing?
Sure. The audience doesn't even know what an Alabama white thing is yet. Assuming we have an audience.
Yes, we have not. Wait, maybe it's that one guy from Alabama who's like, I know what that is. For that, we thank you, Helms.
Alright, so the next 5 is all related to Texas football, which I assume you don't have much care for.
No, I don't.
Because
I don't follow
this
sports,
is
so.
Gary's brother going, horns belong down. Texas is even the best team in Texas. Burnt orange is gross. Texas is in fact not back, and Texas pays recruits. Here, I'll respond to the actual ones that are opinions. Burnt orange is freaking a great color. It's like top 3 colors. Green's the best color. Burnt orange is like number 3. Number 2 gets to go to any like light shade of blue.
White shade of blue.
Yeah.
Green is the best color.
Yeah.
I can agree with you on that. You should have got a green mic, not a blue mic.
No. We had to get a blue Yeti mic.
Do you think there's a green Yeti? I don't need Yeti that's green.
I don't think
Alabama
it comes
green
from
thing. We're off topic of this one, my bad, I'm sorry.
Texas pays recruits. Every college pays recruits. They just do it illegally.
Whatever he said. I don't know much about football.
Alright.
Or anything.
This one's from your ex.
Uh,
She came about 5.
okay.
The first one is Trump wanted to be president to boost his ego. I don't know if you want to talk about politics on the podcast.
Do you?
I mean, I'm cool with talking about politics on the podcast. I just don't want to respond to the specific. I don't want to respond to anything Trump related, especially now that he's not president. I don't feel the need to make controversial stances.
I don't know why he became president.
It was funny seeing him come down from the escalator.
Maybe. I mean, if you look at those old interviews, like, he definitely very much was like, I could be president one day.
Homie
So
got
maybe.
roasted. People are gonna take it out of context me saying homie, but he got roasted at whatever dinner it was by Obama, saying never be president. And came back and was like, "Yep, got it now," and then he got impeached twice. What a weird presidency. Okay, pineapple on pizza is vile. I'll just agree with that
That's
one.
agreeable.
Yeah, don't really like fruit on my pizza. Now anyone who's like, but tomato is a fruit, I don't care. Different flavor.
But you need the tomato to make the sauce.
I know, and I'm cool with tomato being on there. I understand tomato is a fruit. Pineapple?
Not okay.
No.
No pineapple on pizza.
Hawaiians, you're weird. Stop putting pineapple on everything. This third one, stop blaming shitty actions on your zodiac sign. Now, this is
That's
not a
a pretty-
controversial opinion. This is the sane person opinion.
Yeah, that's what.
Personally, if you're in a
someone
world,
should think.
if you think that this is a controversial, like, hot take, then you're also a crazy person because you're talking to a lot of people who believe in zodiac signs.
Yeah.
Just by
We
proxy.
know some people who think that though, that think their zodiac sign should excuse their actions.
Dude, anytime I like talk to a girl and they ask me what my zodiac sign is, I'm like, man, I'll be honest, this date's not gonna work out. It's probably not gonna go anywhere.
I don't think there's anything wrong with knowing your sign.
I know what it is, but that's only because I've talked to so many girls.
I'm not like, man, my sign defines me.
Oh my god, that's such a Pisces thing to do.
Okay. I don't think it should define what your actions or who you are, and you definitely shouldn't blame your actions on it.
Mostly because the day you're born has no effect on anything.
Well, the rotation of another planet has no effect on us.
I don't even know.
Unless it's rotating into the Earth, in which case it will have an effect on us.
I didn't. Did you know there's like something called like sun and moon signs involved in this too? I don't know what it means, but like apparently.
You're hurting my brain.
Yeah.
Stop.
No, I only know because I was talking to a girl and she was like, "Okay, so your zodiac sign's Aquarius, but what's your moon sign?" I was like, "What does that even mean?" She's like, "It depends on the time you were born."
I think
like,
I'm a crescent moon.
You better finish that croissant.
Okay, what's the next one?
Vaccines are not evil. Also, just like held by 99% of people. Anyone who believes
Sorry.
they're putting trackers in the vaccines, man.
Yes, they are.
I don't think they have to because they already use trackers in our phones that we carry around.
There's really way more simple ways for them to do right now.
Yeah. So vaccines are not evil. They're just it's medicine. That's not controversial, I don't think. Mint chocolate chip ice cream is delicious, which obviously it's the best flavor.
I wouldn't say the best flavor, but I don't think it's bad.
Anything green's automatically good in my world. If you can't tell, green's my favorite color. Also, minty flavored. Ooh. I have seen memes being like, "This just tastes like toothpaste." No, you are wrong.
You're wrong. Yeah, it's very wrong.
Not everything that's mint flavored tastes like toothpaste.
What is next?
Alright, this is my favorite one actually. Princess Diana being alive.
I don't get that one.
I don't know too much about the Princess Diana one. Do you know who Princess Diana is?
I'm sure I do, I just don't remember.
Okay, I believe this happened back in the 70s. So she was gonna be like the heir to the throne, if memory serves right, and she died in a car crash because there was paparazzi and like people following her, and the one was like drunk driving, just hit the car, and so she died like in this tragic way. And in terms of,
I mean, they're saying that she's still alive?
yeah, I don't really know. I don't know enough about the situation to like comment on it.
I definitely don't.
I don't know about Princess Diana, but Tupac's alive.
In Cuba?
Yeah.
What about Biggie?
No, Biggie definitely dead. What are you talking about?
You haven't heard that one when people are like, Biggie's alive, like Biggie and Pac are like alive in
That
fucking...
man got shot in the middle of the streets!
Yeah, they're like, both of them are alive in fucking Cuba.
If you want to talk about like police corruption, what I need someone to explain to me is like how Tupac got shot in the middle of the Las Vegas Strip and ain't nobody seen who did it.
Sad. It's very sad.
Yeah, I'm willing to believe the FBI did it. Now I'm just getting very conspiracy theories.
You are. That's not till like the later half of the show with the birds, man.
In actuality, I gonna say I don't think Tupac's alive, but I just like to joke about it.
Oh, keep going. Sorry.
Next one is also just a pineapple on pizza one we already stated.
Yeah, we already stated.
They have the opposite opinion though. They say pineapple is fantastic on pizza.
They are wrong.
Objectively, that's as bad as thinking like Pop-Tarts believe you go with milk. Yeah, it's against the Geneva Code. It should be federally illegal, and I personally think you should be jailed. Alright, actually this one's just as good as the Princess Diana one.
What is it?
The birds charge on power lines.
Yeah. Okay. We all thought Corona was started by the U.S. government.
Yeah, COVID was started.
Changed back to the birds, right? Nah. As this person said, they don't need that. It's like those little like devices that you just put cordless phone charger. You just place on top and charge it. That's what they do. That's why birds are always on power lines.
Why do you think power lines exist?
Yeah.
Fuck our phones?
You
Wrong!
need to make sure that electricity can travel from place to place so we actually can use it? No. That's stupid. It's for the birds. The government has to charge them somehow.
But then why was COVID started? If not to change the batteries on the birds.
Well, I don't know if I want to say that. It's not racist. I was going to mention the Hong Kong protests.
Oh. Yeah, maybe skip on that one.
Yeah.
Because people can't stop eating
As soon as I said, I was like, I can see how someone might think I was going to make a racist joke. That is not the case. I was talk about the conspiracy that was, it was made to stop the Hong Kong protests, or at least to draw attention away from it.
I mean, possibly.
But I don't know.
It's a good theory. I mean,
that's like one I've always heard. But I don't know.
I'm not gonna doubt that's possible that COVID just started naturally, because let's be real, like, people have been predicting pandemics for years now, and it was inevitable that it was gonna happen. But I mean, I also agree that it's very possible the Chinese government started themselves. Not a fan of the Chinese government, to say the least. Alright. Beyonce is okay at best. We're gonna get
I don't
canceled
like
for this one.
Beyonce at all.
I don't really listen to her music. As Chris Ray-Gun said, she's ruined my Halo searches for years now. I don't really like that song either, so like it's just awful.
I'm just not a fan of her. I don't know. We'll get canceled for this one. Beehive, right?
Yeah, she's Queen Bee over there, dude.
Yeah.
Jay-Z makes better music.
I don't listen to him that much either, so I can't contest that.
Jay-Z's like one of the goats of rap, dog.
I'm sorry, I don't listen to much rap. You know this.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you...
I only listen to Young Nugget and, what is it, Young Gravy?
Young Gravy. No Eminem in your...
Aw, man.
Okay.
He ain't got the gravy.
So you just leaving meme rappers, that's it?
Pretty much.
Little float.
Little float. Don't look him up.
Yeah, do not.
Don't look him up.
You will be
Not trying to start
offended.
beef with you, Little Float, but don't look him up.
No.
We don't even like it.
Yeah.
It's just we saw it and we're like, what's this? Worst decision we've made in a very long time.
What was it? MC Virgin?
Yeah, Anime
Also,
Thighs. Right?
Anime Thighs, yeah. Now you can look up Anime Thighs. No, it's kind of weird.
Trap Anthem.
Trap Anthem.
Who did that one?
I believe that was MC Virgin.
Stay strapped.
I forgot to stay strapped.
What's the next one? Or is that all of them?
Now that was pretty much all the ones that were on Facebook.
Okay.
Then we pretty much talked about all our friends is.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, if you do want to talk about like an argument we got into last night, we can talk about. So our good friend Helms, he will eventually be on this podcast.
Yeah, one day.
He can defend himself later. We'll allow him the opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
But he was arguing that,
Rise of Skywalker is a worse movie than Last of Jedi.
which is entirely just wrong.
Yeah, because the reason Rise of Skywalker isn't a good movie is because it was trying to have to fix itself in the mistakes that were made from The Last Jedi. It is a bad movie directly because of another bad movie.
I think my biggest problem with what Helms is saying, once again, he's not here to defend himself, but he was saying that Ryan Johnson deserved none of the blame on it. And
He didn't say none, he just said he shouldn't have a portion of the blame.
just not having a portion of it, just none?
He thinks he should have like the least amount of blame to it, and I don't think that should be it, because he's the one that went and messed it up so bad.
Yeah, and his whole argument was, well, they should have stopped him from messing it up. It's like,
No, still.
if you're the one that messed it up, though, originally, like,
It's still your fault.
yeah, just because other people that didn't stop you, which should have, definitely should have.
Yeah, they should have stopped him. Alright, keep going, sorry. They should have stopped him.
JJ should have just been in charge of the whole trilogy. It's ridiculous that he wasn't.
There's also the fact that someone else's script got released for it.
Oh,
It
God.
seems like it could have been better, but it's not.
Other
Like,
people were able to write better scripts
just
than they
because
did.
something else was written, someone else wrote it better, doesn't mean that means it's the worst part. Because you have to remember, this was J.J. Abrams' trilogy, or was supposed to be.
I could have wrote a better version of the second movie. Does that make it?
We could have come up with such a better line than I don't like saying, but people love that shit.
Yeah, okay. Can I just talk about... So, everyone loves the original trilogy. Most people hate the prequels. And then, I'd say it's fairly common to also hate the new trilogy, right? So really, the original trilogy is the only one that's people love. But, so I do genuinely, love the Star Wars movies, but I could argue reasonably that there was a lot of scenes in that were only good for the time, and nowadays you just kind of look at it and you're like, that's kind of stupid. In the very first one, made first, not like chronological first.
A New Hope.
Yeah. There's a scene. Do you remember when like Han's like they're about to get caught by the stormtroopers and Han Solo just goes and then chases them?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they have just shot their guns?
They missed.
Okay.
Well, isn't the first interaction of Luke? He has like a little like spaceship. He's just with, right?
Yeah.
It's not the best.
Oh well, I mean graphically for the time, considering the budget, like that was 10 out of 10 though.
Well, yeah, I just mean like writing wise though. Like no. Like he literally when it first shows Luke, he's like laying on like a couch or whatever with like a little toy ship.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
I guess that's not exactly to develop a future badass, but I don't know. My argument is you could argue that even the original trilogy doesn't quite hold up to the level that we put it at. Like we want these new Star Wars movies to be so great when arguably the original trilogy.
It didn't have the best writing.
No. It was amazing for the time.
Remember that people thought Luke and Leia were going to be a thing.
But they were
siblings.
Well, that was just creepy.
It was very weird.
That was. And you ask George Lucas, he's just like, I mean, incest is whatever. We can just have it in there briefly.
Oh yeah.
I mean, what's his face? Han Solo's actor.
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford. Yeah. He wanted Han Solo to be dead in like the second movie,
the
right?
second one, he wanted him to die at the end.
Yeah. I mean,
they put him in carbon.
If memory serves right, they were supposed to go past the original trilogy because they were supposed to end with Luke turning evil, right?
I could not remember that. I don't remember that much of what originally was supposed to happen. So.
Okay. Well, I'll skip over this topic then.
You think I would? I don't know like the original intent.
You've read all the books. You've expected.
Doesn't tell you what the original intent was though. I don't know what George Lucas was originally going to be like. Yeah, this is how Luke was going to be. That's like his own mind.
Yeah. Okay, well you need to watch as many YouTube videos as I do. You're a YouTuber now.
Sorry, I play games, talk to my friends. I don't watch YouTube videos that much.
You should.
I should. You're right.
You can explain The Mandalorian to anyone, and then don't know the original. Okay, whatever.
What do you want me to say? Okay. Sometimes my mind blanks on these things about Star Wars.
You got any hot takes for me? Anything?
Nah.
No? I got one for you. If people get angry at me, this one, I've talked about this before. I don't think you'll be angry because you're not like a big fan of this, but Studio Ghibli movies, I know a lot of people get angry at me.
Yeah, you said that.
Overrated. They're just anime, like Disney movies. They're for kids.
That's fine. I haven't seen a Studio Ghibli movie in years since I was a kid, so I mean I like them, but it's been a hot minute.
They're okay. I mean, My Neighbor Totoro was like alright. I don't know. I'm not like thoroughly entertained when I watch them. Yeah, there's this like whole cult fan base for them.
There is.
People will literally like, stab you in the streets. If you're like, you don't think
I
Spirited
don't think
Away
they'll
is
stab you in the streets.
They will. If you don't think Spirited Away is like the greatest movie ever made,
well, I definitely don't think that.
Dude, you'd be surprised how
I've seen
many
Army of
people.
Darkness.
You brought up this movie so many times lately.
I like the movie.
Okay.
It's a fun movie. You were gonna say Scott Pilgrim, weren't you?
It's the greatest movie
Yeah,
ever.
that's what I thought you were gonna say.
I love that movie.
You know, it's your favorite movie. I don't have any hot
I will
takes.
say, in terms of my favorite movie being that, it's weird that like a lot of people like blame the emo aesthetic for girls nowadays on Ramona Flowers, and it's very common. It's kind of like weird. Like a lot of guys are like, man, I just want to meet my future Ramona Flowers because they want to meet an emo chick, and it's like it's kind of weird, kind of creepy. You're fetishizing this one girl from a movie.
I would say I definitely want to attribute that to Scott Pilgrim.
Dude, you'd be surprised how many people do.
Really?
Yeah, there's.
I mean, like I know that I've heard people say that before. Like I want to meet my Ramona Flowers, but like I don't. Oh, he doesn't have anything. I want to attribute that like the emo scene to that movie.
I mean, I think the music had more to do at the time.
Yeah. I blame MCR. Okay.
That is the
He was
emo
not
girl
okay.
national anthem.
The Black Parade.
Yeah.
More like the Black Charade.
Oh.
I don't know. It sounded better in my head, but it just kind of sounds stupid now.
I think though the reason I personally relate to that movie so much is I'm also just kind of a goofy nerd, so I can relate to Scott on that level. But I'm not really looking for this kind of emo chick out there.
It just keeps happening.
Oh. I need to explain that to Yachty. Yeah, look, I don't know why, but the girls that are attracted to me are always like these colorful hair bi girls. They're just like, you're nerdy and cute, and I'm just like, well, I'm kind of looking for a tall blonde, but alright, you'll do it.
I won't deny companionship.
Yeah, I just want to be loved.
Yeah, I definitely don't have hot takes. Nah, I can't. Bigfoot's real. That's my hot take.
I guess that's our transition to the Alabama white
Oh
thing.
yeah, that's right. We haven't got. Where are we on time?
We're 25 minutes in, though we're kind of cutting a few minutes.
We got some time.
Yeah, we got time to kill. Okay, so our friend Helms, we know we've brought him up a lot. You're making weird faces over there. What's up?
Sorry, some professors just signed homework.
You do have class tomorrow.
I
so.
class. I was like, this isn't due tomorrow. I hope. It's due the 28th, though, so I'm fine.
Okay. So we have this friend Helms who's from Alabama, and our friend Gary who's from West Virginia. Now I made the statement that living in both states would suck.
And I followed that up with, well, no. Then they started arguing about which one is better.
Well, they both objectively suck.
And I went, well, hold on. At least West Virginia has Mothman. And AJ over here was like, yeah, that makes sense. That would make it better.
Valid point.
Helms goes, well, we got something too in Alabama.
Yeah, we got cryptids.
We got a cryptid, and we're like, what is it? And he looks it up, and it's called the Alabama White Thang.
Thang spelled Thang. The actual name of it is Thang.
Now, if you think that this is just some weird white monstrosity, you'd be somewhat correct. Because it's not any monstrosity. It's just a white Bigfoot.
It's an albino Bigfoot.
It's an albino Bigfoot. That's all it is. Actually, I looked in the article and I never got to show you the picture of what one description said it was. I'm gonna show it to you now.
I'll make sure to edit this picture in so
you,
people can see.
Some people say it looks like this. Yeah, the kangaroo with the cat head on it.
I'm just gonna have to edit that in.
Um,
They just seen white possums out there and they're like, it's a Bigfoot.
Yeah, like who? Look, okay. Not to diss your naming abilities, Alabama.
But white
thing? You couldn't come up with anything better than that.
Dude, that just sounds like two guys in a forest saw it, right? And one guy goes, what's that white thing over there? He goes, you know that.
That's it. That's
Perfect.
The white thing.
We don't have to go past that. That is
That is the
one.
name. It's like, well, I don't know, like white thing isn't very like descriptive of it. Dang, Alabama white thing.
Where'd we see it in? Alabama.
Like, do you see it all about around Alabama, or like is like I think he said it was in like specific counties.
Yeah.
Seen in. So you know, I think it was like 3 of them.
Oh, dude.
How fast do you think Bigfoot's faster than the Alabama white thing? Because Alabama white thing's only been seen in Alabama. I mean, it's in the name.
Yeah. It needed to get an Arctic coat. It's really just a Yeti that found its way to Alabama. Came down from the Himalayas, traveled by boat.
Pet.
Yeah.
A Yeti and they got free.
In Alabama.
Alabama white snake. Alabama white thing.
I'm just saying,
I mean, I would be terrified if I came across it.
Alabama's so racist.
Yeah, they whitewashed Bigfoot.
Yeah, they won't even allow Bigfoot to be brown. We tried to find videos of it, like not of it, but we tried to see if people were gonna see it. Yeah. We found a whole YouTube channel called the Bigfoot Society in Sasquatch Gym.
Like that.
Yeah, and it was literally just dude on like the side of the road, looking out towards the forest. And we're like, man, I bet it's out there. It was a 10-minute long video too. Maybe even longer.
Picture with the red circles around it, like showing where something was, but it's just like shadows and bushes.
I
And
can't.
blurry videos and photos as well.
At least for like West Virginia, right? So obviously I'm not really a believer in any kind of cryptid, but you are. In the Mothman one, at least I can kind of understand.
Right.
Right? There's this whole myth, because, like, everyone in West Virginia actually believes in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a pretty common...
The bridge tragedy is associated with it.
So, for those who don't know, there's this theory out there that... so this bridge collapsed and a bunch of people died, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so there's two different kind of, like, trains of thought on it. So, people say they found a Mothman, part man, part moth, that was, like, on this, like, bridge. And some people say it was either trying to warn people that it was about to collapse, or it's the one that collapsed it.
Yeah.
Now, the more common held belief, I believe, is that it was...
a warning?
I don't know, I've seen the warning one a lot, but apparently people in West Virginia actually believe that it collapsed it. Yeah. As our friend Gary was telling us, he made a joke about not believing...
He's been on the bridge.
He doesn't believe in Mothman, and his mom was like, "Stop it, Mothman's gonna tear down the bridge and kill us if you continue saying
We're
that."
on the bridge.
Yeah. But, I mean, it sounds just as absurd. But at least it's like a widely held belief that people know about. But like, I never heard of
lore to him.
Yeah, but I've never heard of the Alabama White Day. The fact that Helms hit us with that information, like, look, it's just as good as Mothman. It's like, what'd your cryptid do? We at least have one over here that like killed a bunch of people.
Does your cryptid have YMCA parody song? I don't think so.
Am I gonna have to
Mothman.
Am I gonna have to link to that now? Mothman.
If you want.
I guess I will.
I say Mothman. Alabama White Thing. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Is there any other kind of cryptid you really believe in?
That I believe in? I don't know. I don't like really believe in like the lake monsters.
Not a fan of Loch Ness?
No, or Champ or any of them really.
You don't think a dinosaur could have survived long enough
No,
that you became?
you don't.
I think it was a megalodon.
I think it's a megalodon.
Yeah.
I don't think the descriptions of the Loch Ness monster match the description
Oh,
of a
megalodon? I also don't think megalodons lived in lakes.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Also, I don't know how big, you know, the Loch Ness is, like the lake itself.
I don't know either.
And I don't know how big the megalodon is, but you know, well, yeah, maybe a megalodon could fit in. I don't know how deep it goes though. Is the problem.
Yeah. Okay, so we can skip past the cryptid conversation, but I'll say, so your dad came in here a little bit. I was like, do you believe in space people?
Oh, aliens?
Yeah. And I was like, well, hell yeah, I believe in space people. I might not believe in cryptids, which some people get angry at me. They're like, how do you not believe in cryptids, believe in aliens? I feel like it's
It's a bit different. It's a bit different.
There's a lot more scientific
wide
evidence.
universe.
Because I don't make the argument that there's like these human developed level organisms out there. I'm just saying there's singular like life forms.
Yeah.
There's at least evidence that there's been water on other planets, which would indicate that there's other planets capable of having life. Now, whether it was or not, I mean, that's what's in question, but I think that it's fairly possible. Also, the universe is so expansive. Like, our brain can't even comprehend
How big it is.
how big the universe is.
That there's not, and like, come on, there has to be, or how they're formed in life formed on Earth. There's no way that we are the only ones to do it within
I
this
think
time
it'd be
frame
a little-
in that
yeah.
this big of an expanse.
I think it's a little egotistical to even believe that humans, that's it, nothing else is capable. I mean, life has proven to be so, like, innovative in being able to form.
Oh gosh.
I mean, there's literally life forms inside of volcanoes, like single-celled life forms inside volcanoes, so I find it hard to believe that there's no other, like, space that would have been capable of forming life. Also, like, if you're allowed to make the argument that you think it's just cool that Bigfoot exists, I think I'm allowed to make the argument that I think it'd be cool for aliens to exist.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
Yeah.
I haven't argued. I think aliens exist. They gotta somewhere, right?
Now, if aliens invaded our planet, I believe we'd be effed. Because we're nowhere close to, like, interstellar travel. They're capable of interstellar travel, and their technology is clearly way further than ours.
Yeah.
Nick, why are you looking at your phone? We're in the middle of a podcast.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out my fucking professors. I have 2 classes tomorrow, and only one of them is up. And it's the second one. I'm like, where's my first class?
Yeah, I had that problem this semester too.
Yeah.
I didn't. 2 of my classes didn't open till the day of. Yeah, I was like, well, I don't even know what books I need to get. And they're like, yeah, I need you to start reading these books immediately. I'm like, I need to still order it. It's gonna take a week to get to my
I
house.
don't even have half of my books still. Like, they still have. I'm still waiting for one to come in, and then the other 2 classes haven't even put their books up yet.
Would you like to tell story about your books? We've already made a whole video about how college, sucks.
I bought books brand new from the store, except for one I rented to use because it was the cheaper option. But all the other ones are just like $20 brand new. It's like whatever, cool, I'll get it. And they come in. One of them, the only protection it got was like a Walmart bag wrapped around it, and that one was ripped still, and had like kind of slightly written in, like someone drew like a line or 2 in it with a pen. But it's enough to pass off as it's new. It just got damaged in shipping, and I was like, whatever. Like, you still got charged the price for new. And for those of you who don't know, if you buy a book like brand new and they don't have it available for you, they'll send you a used one at the used price, or vice versa. If there's not a used one available, they'll send it to you new, or they'll have you rent it. Yeah, all that stuff, right? And I was like, whatever. I still have 3 more books to come in. The next 2 books come in. It's the rental and another one. The rental somehow is in the best condition of all of them, which I'm glad, but it's in like the most peak condition I've seen a textbook in for a long while. For a used one. The other one that was bought brand new, it came in, and it literally has stickers that say used, and it has like used stamped on like the top and bottom of the pages. I was like, this. At least they charged me for the used price.
Yeah.
But I was like, dang, this thing is actually falling apart. All the, like, every other page was like dog-eared.
Most of my books I've just like bought online now. In terms of like, it's like I don't have a physical copy. I just have it online. And personally, I prefer having a physical copy. But at this point, it's just like, I mean, it gets to you instantly, which that's a benefit if you're forced to have to start reading immediately, like many of my classes did to me. And then it's also just, I don't know, nice that even if the book's not on me, I can always just get on my phone and look up the book.
Still waiting on the last one.
Yeah.
Still waiting for the other 2 classes to put their textbooks on. School's back. You know our stance on this by now.
Yeah, made a whole video on it, so.
What can I do? What can anyone do? I thought it was another thing for Canvas. It was just a Twitter notification. I'm sorry. I'm like, man, I want my fucking classes up. You ready to learn about Imperial Russia? Well, you're already learning. But you ready to have me join in on this?
Oh yeah, apparently there's a bunch of Nicholases, which you are,
Mm-hmm.
and a bunch of Alexanders.
Which I'm not.
Yeah, that is true. I don't know, Russian history is pretty wild. Because it was kind of weird because they really wanted to modernize and be more like most of other European countries, even though they're culturally they're just not. And like, what was it? Was it Peter the Great really like embraced like French culture?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, yes, I shall now just start dressing it. Dude, actually, on that subject, I think it's freaking wild that the Russian nobility, they strictly spoke in French.
Yeah, but they don't like the French. They didn't, at least.
I don't
What
understand.
I've been told in my classes and my studies is that they didn't like the French at all. But they were like, yo, but like that language is kind of fire.
I mean, Napoleon came over and talked to them for a little while before he tried to like invade.
It's true. True.
But yeah, I don't understand why.
Spoiler alert, that didn't succeed. His invasion of Russia. Not very good. He had them cut their beards off.
He did, yeah. Peter the Great made everyone shave their beards off because he wanted to be more modern Europe. But when you think of like manly men, I suppose, which is what Russia wanted their aesthetic was, cultural wise.
Yeah.
You think of just guys with like big beards. That's
Yeah.
why I have this big beard over here.
And the thing is Peter the Great was also like tall.
Yeah, he was like 6'8".
Yeah.
He thought he could just pass off as a common man.
Yeah, and like a German country or something like that. And they're like, sir, well, first we have to have you have an escort.
Because
2,
we can't just have our king
You're very
traveling
Russian.
around. Or bizarre.
3, you're tall.
Yeah.
Freakishly so for our standards, sir. his stick, if I remember correctly. Big stick,
Yeah.
I believe. I'm gonna confirm that right now.
I just want to say though, I can't think of anything more stuck up than being like, well, the common people speak a whole different language than us. They speak Russian. We over here speak French. Like, what the hell is that? Just speak the same language as your common people. Like, you're not better than them at all. You just happen to be born nobility. It doesn't make you better. I don't know how you don't like do that and just think, oh man, I'm a complete snob.
Can't we just start talking about? Actually, no, I don't even have my Imperial Russia class tomorrow. So,
Oh, do you have any stances on the Resident Evil 8 trailers?
no, not really. Why?
Oh, I've just been seeing non-stop memes of the woman
I really don't
tall, and everyone's just like, Molly Milkies.
No, I don't really have an opinion.
Everyone begins seduced by the tall vampire lady.
No, I really don't have that opinion, though. I couldn't really care much for that.
Yeah,
I mean,
not.
despite having fun when I play Resident Evil games, I'm not a big fan of the series.
Aw, you don't like when we play multiplayer on it?
No, I just said I had fun playing it. I'm just not a big fan of like the story or whatever. Like I don't care for it.
I actually couldn't tell you anything that happens in that stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I just go around killing zombies.
All I know is when you're playing Resident Evil 5, you need help with the centipede head.
It's true. So, as I think I brought this up earlier. My type, like, I like blondes. Before I sound really sexist, you're not required to be blonde. I just always make the joke that I'm really into blondes, but like all girls are equally valid. You all deserve love. But there's this blonde girl like being chased by a bunch of zombies when we were playing video games together, and I was like, I'm gonna save her, Nick, you stay away. And so we get to the chick, and her head turns into a giant centipede, and she starts beating the shit out of me. Yes, Nick?
I just have no comment on this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, Nick, I need help.
I don't have a comment on it.
And of course, the meme between us two is always like, there was this one time, Nick goes, what was it? I'm in trouble.
Oh yeah, I had said I'm in trouble, AJ. I need a little help. And he goes, that's rough for you.
Yeah, I'm just going, well,
and
I'm
then,
not.
And then it was followed up by the centipede head with him. He was like, Nick, I'm in trouble. And I was like, well, that's rough for you.
You think Aiden Carl's okay with us talking about his femboy rant?
I don't know what I'm talking about his femboy rant.
Taking a whole Ben Shapiro stance?
Ben Shapiro stance?
Did you not hear about, who was the One Direction singer that wore a dress?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to Ben Shapiro or anyone from One Direction.
I think that's the correct stance. Yes, no. You're the smart one here, actually.
I would hope.
But I believe it was Harry Styles dressed up in a dress for some kind of magazine, and Ben Shapiro was like, "This is what's wrong with American culture."
Isn't he British? Isn't Harry Styles British?
Yeah, I think so.
So what does it matter?
Maybe he said Western culture. I don't know.
Oh.
Anyway, he was like, "Yeah, we're feminizing our men." And I'm just like, "What's the hatred for femboys? Like, just let people do what they want to do. Aren't we all allowed to be individuals?"
I don't really
But
care.
you need masculine men, Nick.
I don't really care what someone else does.
Yeah. Once again, me
As long as
too.
it's not harming others.
Pretty much the stance. Yeah.
Let people live their life. Let them have fun. Who cares?
If the femboys want to dress up in maid outfits and want to go out there, yeah.
I don't know. It's not going to affect me at all.
If they want to go out there and woo.
Okay, well, there's a limit.
Yeah.
It's the woo that they can't.
Oh,
cross.
whoa.
Yeah, they're not allowed to cross that.
Oh, whoa, Nick. Oh, whoa, Nicky Daddy.
Nah. No. We're not gonna say that. We're not gonna refer to me as that.
Okay.
Put in a hard, like.
I won't refer to you as
Okay.
anymore, but like I ain't gonna edit it out. That stayed for the podcast.
You know, fair enough. Fair enough.
I think the biggest problem with us having a podcast is we talk to each other nonstop every day. So like we already. Like,
It's also we're recording this at the end of the day, so we're kind of running low on our what we should talk about.
yeah, we're out of energy.
Maybe we
we're
should do it
just-
earlier in the day before we start talking to each other.
Yeah. Well, it was important that we recorded the whole hot takes thing. I wonder if I just like put in hot takes into Twitter, if what comes out.
No, Twitter itself is just a hot take.
True.
Where's my kazoo? I've got my kazoo. I promise the kazoo won't show up much on this podcast, unless you guys want to hear my beautiful kazoo. You find any hot takes on Twitter over there?
Nothing that I find like particularly interesting is found. I guess we can just an outro and we can cut this like part out.
Yeah. I don't. Well, what time are we at right now? With what we're gonna cut out?
We're at 46 minutes. I don't know how much time I'm cutting out.
We're at 46.
Yeah, I don't know how many minutes I'm cutting out though.
Probably the first 30 seconds. That's for sure. Would you like to do the outro? Or should we do the outro? Or
Yeah, what are we gonna do for the outro?
I don't know. That's a good question. You know, this is gonna be a bit of an edited podcast because we kind of ran out of topics to talk about, everyone. So forgive us about this.
Yeah, we're pretty bad at this. We're pretty good.
We're trying to do this, but you know.
The problem is we're both busy people in
Yeah.
real life, so.
He's got college. I've got college starting tomorrow. You know, we live relatively close though. We can go walk to each other's place. That's how close by we are. But it's busy. It's a problem.
I love y'all. Hope y'all have a good day. Don't forget to drink water. Yeet.